What do they call this ride anyway?
Dinosaur? I don't know. What is it called?
What's the name of this ride?
Triceratops spin.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, we're on Triceratops spin. Okay, this is one of the biggest thrill rides right here in Animal Kingdom. Good morning, everybody. It's Monday morning and we're at the Animal Kingdom. We're gonna go in and have us a little fun. We got a crowd. We're early, but so you can see there's a pretty good crowd already heading out. So we're gonna see what we can get on and we're gonna have fun. We are waiting in this line for the gates to open.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Disney's Animal Kingdom.
A little crowded.
Expedition to wild places and wildlife is about to begin. Before you find our wondrous oasis, discuss the need to a fascinating world.
We're kind of hoping for a not so crowded day. We'll see how it goes after we get in. How we doing? You got your coffee? We are ready to go. That's all we need.
Stay where everyone's going.
Alright, we're following the big herd to rope drop here. Looks like everybody's going to the same place. And we're going to try to get on flights of passage. Figure we'll have a bit of a line, but if it's not too bad, we're going to get in line and jump on that. Got a little cloudy. It looks like the weather's not going to be moving in here till around 1 or 2 this afternoon, so we should have a pretty good time today, at least this morning. Alright, waiting to get into Pandora. You see the crowd ahead of us here. Pan around.
Yeah. We're not looking at that right now. 44
Kind of crowded for a busy day or a rainy day.
All the way down there in our Africa bridge.
Hey, we are in line for Flight of Passage. There's a massive amount of people. I think about 99% of everybody came here first. The line doesn't look to be too long, so we're going to get on it. And then we're going to take our time through the rest of the day. Doing okay?
Keep on moving all the way down, please. Move all the way down.
Doing all right? All right. Here's the floating mountains. We had the massive cattle herd in here. Couldn't enjoy the beauty till we got in line. And we've got a fast pass for Navi River journey later this afternoon. So we wanted to get this one done.
Yo, where are you running at?
I found out.
This path right there.
Yeah, that's true.
Awesome.
I found out that you can only make one fast pass for either Navi River or the Flight of Passage. So I recommend doing Flight of Passage. Navi River has almost absolutely no line right now. So just a little helpful hint for you.
It looks like slime, but I guess it's hard.
The tree was bleeding.
Yes, it was.
It's showing a 90-minute wait. They got us heading this way, so I really don't know if that's accurate. But it beats 3 hours. Alright, we just got done with Flight of Passage. Can't get a video of it.
It was cool.
It was fun, and we didn't have to wait long, so it was worth that little crowd hustle at the beginning, even though it was
I
like
kept my eyes open the whole time this time.
she's not a thrill show junkie.
No.
But she did good. She screamed a little bit.
Yes, I did.
But it was really fun. Man, that is worth the wait. If you ever come here to Animal Kingdom and you see a 92-hour wait on it. Yeah. But it only took us, I wouldn't say more than, walked all the way up there, and by the time the line stopped, I think we only waited 10 minutes.
Yes.
So I mean, and you saw that big line we videotaped at the beginning, so don't let the big crowd would scare you. All right, we're gonna move on. I believe the next thing we have is a safari, so we'll see you there. Got a little bitty monkey. Got another one over here.
Faces like people, huh?
Go to Dinoland, guys.
There he is.
Look at how cute he is.
Come on.
Look at
He's going.
He's pretty funny.
Crazy looking monkey.
Today. These are black rhinos, and unfortunately there are less than 5,000 of them in the entire world. And here are 2 of them, so that's pretty incredible. We're also getting a very, very close look at these ones. This is probably the closest we'd ever want to get because they can be a little aggressive. They will charge at about 35 miles an hour, and they weigh around 3,000 pounds, so that's a big animal coming at you. We'll definitely keep a little distance here, but it's really amazing to see such close detail on them. And notice the lip. See how they have a really pointed upper lip? That's how they grab the leaves and branches from the trees that they eat, because they don't have hands and arms like we do. They just use their mouth to grab everything. Now, hippos are nocturnal, so they're more active at night. They sleep a lot during the day. They can even sleep fully submerged in the water like that. They can hold their breath for sometimes up to 10 minutes at a time. So they'll be able to sleep under the water. They'll come up, get a little air, and go right back down. And they'll be able to stay asleep the entire time, actually. Now, let's check further over here on our left. Whoa, a bunch of hippos here. So a group of hippos is called a bloat. Great name for them, I think. So we might see hippos out on the bank sometimes, nighttime a little bit more commonly just because it's cooler outside then, or when they're hungry they'll come out to graze on the banks. Grass is the main staple of a hippo's diet, so they're herbivores. Wow, look at them all, this is so cool. Species of crocodilian in the world. They are about 16 to 17 feet long, upwards of 500 pounds, just massive animals. Are the tallest land mammals in the whole world. Maasai giraffes can reach 18 to 20 feet in height when they're fully grown. So that one's an adult. The one that's closer there is a little bit behind the tree. That is a younger one. So not completely fully grown quite yet, but still pretty massive. There's some Ankole cattle up there as well. We'll get a closer look, I think, in a moment. Now, the Maasai giraffes have jagged edges around their snouts. That's how you can identify it. Look, you see if you can spot its tongue there. Well, it was reaching out to grab some leaves. Their tongues are about 18 inches long. Now, over here to the left are some predators over here. It's about the same length of your arm. So these are African wild dogs to our left-hand side. Predators here in the savannah, and actually the most successful hunters in Africa. So, they are really beautiful animals. Look at those colors. They're called painted dogs from all the beautiful colors. Every dog's coat is unique, and that is how they're able to tell each other apart from pretty far away as well. They can say who's who. There are some sable antelope to our left-hand side here. Sable antelope are the logo here at the Harambe Wildlife Reserve, so you'll see them on our signs. They're the official mascot, I suppose. Now the Ankole cattle here, their horns can reach 3 to 4 feet in length sometimes. You can see, look at the size of a couple here off to the right-hand side. Now the horns look really heavy, but they're actually very light. They have a honeycomb-like structure inside them, so not too uncomfortable on their heads, I don't think. Now these guys are also called Watusi cattle, which comes from the tribe who first domesticated them, the Watusi tribe. Yes, yeah, they do. It helps them sort of regulate their body temperature. Yeah. Of the cattle or with the giraffes? Nope, those are all Ankole cattle. They all just have a little bit of the different patterns. The bigger ones are going to be the males too. So usually, yeah, when the size is a little different, that's usually how you can tell them apart. It's so cool to see these giraffes up so close. Giant antelope here to our right are called Patterson's elands. They're actually the biggest antelope in the savannah. You can probably figure out which one's the male. Look how big he is. He's huge, really muscular. He can be up to 2,000 pounds, up to 6 feet tall as well. So the females are going to be definitely a little bit smaller, you can see. Now, yeah, that was a great question too. Great segue into the antelope as well. Now, over here on the right are white-bearded wildebeest. They have the largest herds of any mammal, so you can see a pretty decent-sized herd there. Sometimes thousands of them as well. Now, the little antelope over here, those are actually fully grown. They're just naturally really tiny antelope. They're called springbok, and they are one of the a little larger. Now, in our sights right here is a group of females. You can tell because there are multiple elephants. Males are going to be by themselves. And then with females, you'll see a group of them, and calves as well. See this one right here by the water is that one's a baby. Not totally fully grown. I know, look how big it is, but it is a calf, so not fully grown yet. There's some monkeys here to our left as well, called mandrill. Bridge, I think we will be very close to this area. Nobody, any sudden movements or anything back there, nobody sneeze or anything like that. I think we should be alright. Oh! Alright, lean to the right! Lean to the right! Okay. I think are we clear? We're gonna pass along the watering hole a bit too. We'll see if anybody's real close there. So notice how they look a little dirty. Elephants actually have pretty sensitive skin, especially with the sun. You know, it gets really, really hot here sometimes, so they'll cover themselves in dirt and mud to stay nice and cool. Their version of sunscreen as well. That one is really, really big. Wow. Yeah, so notice how they're just kind of always gonna have hay and grass and those big trunks. The trunk is their appendage, so it's like an arm that they use to eat and drink and toss things around. They do everything with those trunks. Look, there's a baby elephant over there, all the way in the distance, really young calf on the left. That one's probably just a year old or so based on the size. Wow, there he is. Look at that handsome guy. So the male lion doesn't really do much hunting. He ends up just kind of guarding the territory. The females do the hunting, so they work together as a prey. Oh, wow, yeah. So there's one of the southern white rhinos. The female is demonstrating what lions do more often than not. Rest, sleep. So nighttime's a different story. That's when they're going to be super active, getting ready to go out there and hunt. Wow, what an amazing look at them. So we're actually getting pretty lucky to see them active right now. It's not always what you get the chance to see when the sun is in the ground, which they did with those big snouts of theirs. It's their home. It's their protection against danger as well. So ostriches are about 9 to 10 feet in height when they stand up straight, around the same height that we are actually. Like how close it's going to be too. So the zebras here, notice how their stripes are kind of hard to look at when they're all standing next to each other. That's their...
Found this little guy after we exited safari.
When like you know if you're an event
We found his brother right there. We are heading down the Gorilla Falls path. And we've never done this before. We're going to probably see a lot of animals this early in the morning. We had a great time on the safari. Saw a lot more animals we ever did. Best in the morning. We usually go in the afternoon. So we got some, it's called Angolan black and white colobus monkey. See if I can zoom in for you. They're all kind of facing away from us there. Found another gorilla, the little one, hiding out behind this plant.
Where?
The one where,
okay.
yeah. The gorilla, they call these lowland gorillas. They're getting a bunch of them. It's a good time of the day. Deanna's waving at that one there. I think he's just going to ignore her. He was looking for a minute. Keep waving. Didn't he wave at me? No, he was looking. Okay, now. There you go. He's saying I get that all day. Leave me alone. All right. Going across a cool little bridge here. Part of the turtle habitat.
Oh, crud.
Yes, the bridge moves.
I didn't like that feeling.
It goes up and down a little bit. Hey, that was pretty
the
cool.
feeling of that. On my nails.
Okay, so this is a 6-year-old male's ape sand.
Compared to
What it looks
mine.
like compared to hers.
And your feet, well, I ain't gonna put my
You're not gonna put your foot up there?
It's not even full grown.
That's not even full grown.
The one in the back is.
Ah, they could grab you. That's a big gorilla there.
Something like that to make you
You're doing a pretty good job.
The mommy and the baby are coming down here. The baby's still nursing.
I know.
The baby's still well, that's actually, I think he said an 8-year-old.
Yeah, pick up the carrots. Yeah, there you go. Oh, look, he even cleans it. Oh, my goodness. He only gets the ones he likes.
Where's the two little
Oh, look, look. Oh, that is
3 babies.
look, he cleans it.
They come to play. Right there, look, they're playing. Brother and the sister are playing. Look. Watch.
Big
Now look, just turn around and watch.
Look what I got.
Look, the baby's eating a carrot.
Looking through the bushes.
Oh, that's cute. The baby.
That's silly.
Like, I gotta carry this. I gotta find this guy.
Oh, I don't want your butt. This has to Nobody likes it. Oh, they're gummy bears. There's so much gummies or something.
We can't
The what?
hear 'em.
Gummies or something. They look like gummies. Hi, dear baby. Ah, man, he moved.
Yes.
It could be a protein cube.
Yeah. It's
There you go. Somebody likes that.
Oops, sorry.
Gotta pick up some. He looks just at
He's
me.
just looking at that. See him on the block? He's on the block.
There's food over there.
What the hell?
Where's Puma? You can see all their little holes down there.
Digging right there.
There we go.
Uh-oh. He's trying to put his booty in there. There's one potty, one of the two.
He's taking it for another.
This is, hey, this is my hole. This is his hole. Oh, look, look, look. He's going to do it right next to him. Oh, he just wanted to dig. Hi.
That is his butt, but he may come up if you watch the top of the water. He does have to come up to get that breath every 4 to 5 minutes. And you'll see just his eyes, nose, and ears on the top of his head purposely, that he can position himself like that and just not bring that massive body up. He weighs probably about 2,500 pounds.
Sleeping. So he'll just lift his little nose out of the water.
Vision there, isn't it? Oh, guys, pretty.
There's a hippo right there.
There's a hippo right there.
Butt's right there. In the corner. A hippo. That's a hippo.
He's nocturnal. And he plans until breakfast.
Hurry, look, he's hanging on.
They're like hanging on upside down.
Yeah, they do.
There you go.
That guy's trying to get her.
Found a nest. We got a few of them up here.
Trying to get ready.
Alright, we're about to get on the Wildlife Express. Rafiki's Planet Watch. Having fun?
Yes.
We saw a lot of animals. Good time in the morning.
Best one's that he's pulling the
there's a
hippo in
train.
the water.
There's a train right there. So let's go before we get like that.
When you're done with your time of discovery, simply return back to that station. Train will then bring you back to Africa. Trains run every 10 minutes. They are your only way to return back from where you started. Is via train.
And how it makes a difference, even in your own backyard.
Ooh, who's in the bushes? Must be Rafiki.
Look at Rafiki.
Pretty nice little area back here. Pretty cool. Let's see what's in here.
Another picture pop. Another picture pop. Here you go. A rhino.
Almost feels like we're walking to Jurassic Park.
Good morning, Cindy. What you got?
Hey there, welcome.
What is all this?
So we do have some backstage sneak peeks that we're doing today. We start at 12:45, and we'll take you backstage and show you how we care for some of our animals. We've got some of our, we just went back, she's walking with him over there, but we have different animals that will be coming out periodically to do meet and greets.
Okay.
We have some animal care experts that will be talking with us as well, sort of like a day in the life of, talk about their story. Outside we've got our affection section where you can do sort of like our petting area where we can pet some animals.
Cool.
That's a hands-on area.
Yes,
But we do have our window into the vet hospital there. They have some procedures that are going on this morning.
Oh, wow.
As well as our science center there that you can see they're working in there
Okay,
as well.
cool. Okay.
And then we have an animal nutrition window. And you can talk to one of our nutrition
There you go,
specialists. So lots of stuff going on here today.
Yeah, I see that. Video of her too.
Yeah. All right, we found Doc McStuffins over here. We got a picture. We'll drop it in there. Now we're gonna.
Precious. Oh. You're hugging her. He got excited.
All right, we're gonna go into this animal health and care look behind the scenes, and we got a tour set up at 3:45. A behind the scenes free. I like that name right there. Free tour.
There's lots of cool things throughout the building, so be sure that you check in.
We're having a big discussion.
Various locations.
Must be important.
Well,
I want barbecue.
We did examine the bird. He physically appears healthy. So we're just going to wait till we get the blood work back, make sure that's good, and then he'll be on a plane down to Moody Gardens, where he's going to in Texas.
Moody, Texas, cool. I guess you go in there?
Yep. Let's go in the door here. We're going into the petting zoo. I guess we gotta wash our hands.
Welcome, guys. Right this way. You can wash your hands on the way out.
Oh, gotcha. All right. Okay. We are out here in the wild with all the wild animals. That's a funny looking dog. Oh, here we go, spinning around.